miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. On the visitor's sideline, a look at the Jets head coach. This team entering with 2 straight losses since they won on opening weekend. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win. Mike McDaniel, his Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Setting up 2nd and short.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
He'll try and run it here. It's Aiken. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
On the ready. Here we go. Here we go. Pass. Ready.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Dolphins offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the 1st time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a give to Achane, heading right. And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line.
14 more yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Miami.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust from him.
And he's into the end zone. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here.
Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one out wide to Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Open man, Malik Washington. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From 29, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
They'll look to throw again. It is brought in the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 1st touchdown this year. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this.
Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed fourth down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more fourth and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can...
The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To begin the drive. Going for it all. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Azareye'h Thomas.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he...
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to...
The Dolphins offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cougar 19. Hut.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That's taken in by Achane. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. First down, Miami.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A run here with Achane. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Contact incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Here we go, sack. Check go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Back to the air one more time. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. That one taken in. Malik Washington. Touchdown Miami. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback.
Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Forced out wide. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. The ball comes out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give...
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody. In this case, it results in a sack.
And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
At the 21-yard line.
Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he finds Tyreek. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Pushed out to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This one a win for the visiting Jets. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They walk out of here with a well-deserved victory.
The Dolphins' game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The media wants his thoughts on what decided this game and where the responsibility belongs.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. And tonight we start Week 5 with a prime-time matchup as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd in that wave of emotion.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Benjamin St. Just.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Looking to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this one is incomplete. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
For a Dolphins first down. First and 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Open net is Waddle, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 40 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First and 10 at the 47.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Miami Dolphin.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run. Achane. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Go.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Not only thrown a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, he's run for one as well, as he'll start again with a 1st down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
18. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready up.
Achane on the counter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
60 by 6.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
A gain of 61 yards. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
70 Lions.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Miami set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 39.
They'll set up to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for
here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
A run straight ahead with Achin. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with Achin. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy...
He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 7.
Second and 3. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The second down pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
He was defended by Michael Walker.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Complete, finding Donnell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down and goal to go.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
We're a couple miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, hometown kid Mike McDaniel from nearby Aurora, Colorado. First coaching job with the Broncos as a 22-year-old back in 2005. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Dolphins first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Down Denver. That is a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that 3rd down pick turns into 6, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start. Not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't.
The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A run out of the gun with Achane. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Broncos 17-yard line.
Looking to throw here on second and 10. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 4th TD grab of the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. And they're able to bounce back with that touchdown on the last drive, making up for the brutal start with a pick 6 on their first possession. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call